Sector Wars, play Astro Blaster.
If you destroy my baby,
Intruder alert. The intruder must not escape.
Dragon's Lair, the fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight.
you will be destroyed.
Prepare to qualify.
Oh, warrior needs food badly.
Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
Hey folks, Crazy Climberade here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Charlie Ninja. And this was created by a company called Mitchell in 1994, and Mitchell was probably best known for their games in the Pang series, and Pang became known as Buster Brothers in the US. But this was suggested by YouTube user Quuhod, and it is a run and gun scrolling type of game. Feels very much like Sunset Riders. In fact, the first level is very, very similar to Sunset Riders. But the game concerns two ninjas, one player and two player, that go through various places in America and destroy certain bosses. And you can sometimes find spikes that you'll walk onto, and it'll incapacitate you for a short while. And this is that Sunset Riders level. You have 3 different special moves you can do, and they're hard to get to execute properly. And I'll let you in on basically how you're supposed to make those work a little bit later. But player 1 is known as Roy, and player 2 is known as Lon. Now that will probably make you think, well, who the hell is Charlie? I really don't know for sure. But there are 5 different levels. There's the Old West, and the game tells you one special move you can do, which is very useful. Press jump and attack at the same time, and you will be invincible for 2 to 3 seconds. You'll need to use that once in a while to let enemy attacks pass through you, because the game is just really freaking hard at times. Even this first level boss takes a lot of time to get used to. That P will give you a stronger, straightforward shot, but there are other power-ups that you can use. And one thing you definitely need to know is that you cannot jump to higher levels by pressing up and jump like you can in Sunset Riders or Rolling Thunder or a number of other run and gun or whatever platform jumping type of games. You can throw a barrel if you're close to it and press attack. That can take out some annoying enemies. But yeah, you press jump twice and you double jump. That gets you up to the higher levels, or the higher floors. Don't press forward like crazy if you don't need to. If you can stop and take care of some annoying enemies first, do so. Although there will be enemies coming up from behind if you tarry, if you hang around too long. Those tomahawk throwing Indians are kind of annoying. Some platforms you will not be able to jump up from under. And there's another power up. It's got a stronger, straightforward shot. Watch out for those barrels. Those are really annoying. I mean, you can destroy them in time. They might try to bounce over you or onto you, at which point it's a good idea to remember jump and attack simultaneous move where you are invincible for a few seconds. You can sometimes pick up extra hearts to replace your energy meter by destroying certain items. And here's the first boss. And like I said, he can be a pain. Stay far away from him. When he comes up close, go to the opposite side quickly. Use both floors to your advantage. I hate when he scatters bullets a lot. At that point, you might think about using the limited invincibility trick. Stay far away from him as much as you can. And there I use the invincibility trick. Even when you use the invincibility trick, sometimes he'll want to try to land on you and just stay there until the invincibility wears off and then hurt you, which sucks. Fortunately, that didn't happen here. And now we go to the next stage. The stages are Old West military base, and there's the boss there. And then a New York slum and junkyard, and then a football stadium, and then a laboratory hideout. And now we have this big sergeant as the boss at the end. Watch out for this chopper. It'll try to drop bombs that create columns of flame that take a while to disappear. Destroy those landmines from afar. I like this caricature of Rambo there. There's some funny... I like the graphics in this, and the sense of humor is interesting. I love the Rambo spoof. Lazy sleeping soldiers. You can destroy those tanks by shooting the turret enough. Note that a number of enemies you can just bounce harmlessly off the top of their heads. What is he? Has he got a inner tube that's making him fly around? Weird. But consider yourself lucky if you can come across some... whoops, that was poorly timed. Consider yourself lucky if you can come across some hearts that will restore your life. Oops. You never seem to have enough life. The game just gets a little too difficult at times. Don't let the cutesiness fool you. It's pretty tough. Now that sai, that power-up is actually kind of nice at times, and it has homing sais. There was one of the special moves. That one's a little easier to use. That's like forward, down, and forward, and you hold down the attack button after the last forward, and you do a rushing blade attack. I like that Rambo. He shoots flaming arrows at you. But yeah, make sure you take out... I don't like that power-up. There was a power-up that will shoot forward and downward angle and upward angle at alternating shots. Yeah, some of the platforms you cannot jump up to, and you'll hear a goofy honking sound as you try to do it. But another special attack is like backwards, up, and forwards an attack, and it makes you do this tumbling spin. And also there is a down and forward jump, I think, and it does a hurricane kick. None of the moves are easy to pull off, and none of them really do particularly much damage to a boss if you connect. So really, they're really kind of impractical. Crap, that was poorly typed. We're almost to the boss. Like I said, there's 5 levels. And anytime you face a boss, if you have an upper platform you can jump to, definitely make use of both floors. Just got a inner tube hula hoop. What a goofy game. And there was one of my special moves. And now you just double jump and shoot at him as he's dropping bombs. A number of the bosses, they will run off halfway through the battle, and you'll have to go back and face them again. And by that point, their life meter should be pretty low, so you can finish off the fight real quick. I hope you're enjoying the weekend before the Super Bowl. Or 1 week before the Super Bowl. Let me know what you got planned. What are you gonna cook, or are you gonna invite people over? Or there's the tumbling spin. Those yellow gold bags are worth the most, I believe. And there's the hurricane kick. I don't know what he called it, but yeah, those bird enemies are really annoying. This is the New York slum / junkyard area. But yeah, let me know what kind of food you plan to serve for the Super Bowl, or if you're going to somebody else's house, or if you're gonna watch it at a bar or whatever. I'm gonna order a couple of giant Godfather's pizzas. My dad and maybe my nephew will be over. I don't really care that much who wins. It would be kind of nice for San Francisco to tie Pittsburgh and New England for the most Super Bowl victories. But Patrick Mahomes has been fantastic. Really deserves a Super Bowl ring, I think. It's just kind of this is a goofy game. Those birds, you get a bonus if you collect them. Whoops. If you collect any birds, you will get a bonus after you beat the boss for each one you collected. And I'm almost thinking maybe the bird is Charlie. This game does have some funny humor. Kind of makes me think of Ninja Baseball Batman with its brand of just weird, goofy humor. But yeah, this game gets a little tough at times. We'll skip forward to various parts of each stage, just so you can see various moments in the stages. That power-up I hate. There's a particular power-up that just throws this collection of, I'm not sure what the hell that is, and then you have to wait for it to return before you can fire it again. It sucks, but it causes more damage than the regular shot. And this boss is very suspect, a very flaming, flamboyant biker guy. Certainly a spoof on the village people. He has that poisonous breath. There, I used a special move on the boss, but it's just not damaging enough, and it's too hard to pull off consistently to really rely on it. It just does a little bit more damage than the regular attack, as does this power-up that I'm using. It's a little more powerful, but having to wait that long for it to return to you really sucks. And this is one of those bosses where you have to face him again a little bit later, and you can finish him off quickly then. Gross. YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. And now, I like this stage. It's a football stadium. That's one of my favorite weapons, is the homing sai. It works great on a number of bosses where you can jump to a higher level, or a higher floor, to fight against, and you can just stand from the safety of another floor and fire those homing sais. There's the boss in the background watching the action. Yeah, those spikes sometimes will appear from various power-ups, and if you run over the spikes, you'll jump up and down holding your foot. And the enemies can get incapacitated by those spikes too. I like these. There's cheerleaders. There's guys throwing footballs. There's guys carrying the footballs around. I love the look of this game and the goofy humor, but sometimes the difficulty is a little bit up there, a little bit too much for me. And by this point, you probably noticed I put on invincibility after my initial gameplay. And now here's the boss. Football player. That guy that he throws, he'll be bouncing around, and he can hit you if you're not careful. See, he's bouncing around. Eventually, another one will take his place if you kill it off. Yeah, you gotta watch out for him. The boss, he can fly around anytime I avoid getting hit. But it's very useful. He bounces around and to his legs. And you can also spin upwards to the higher floor. But yeah, don't forget that that special move, or special move, homing sais attack from a different floor. It's very useful on a number of bosses. Scoot forward to me beating him. And then the final stage is the laboratory hideout. And there's the mad doctor that you have to beat as the boss. I like that clown horn when you can't jump up to a higher floor from below. Yeah, this area has these really annoying mad doctors. I love that Jason character. Those mad doctors are super annoying. They fire lasers at you from all directions. And even after you beat them, they might fire off another laser. I put on another cheat that gives those guys. I put on another cheat that gives you. I think it kept me with the homing sai attack. If you fall into an abyss or into an acid bath below, you'll automatically die. Yeah, don't get that annoying one-shot attack where you have to wait for it to come back to you. That's really annoying. I love those Jason guys. It's funny. Not only do I hate those mad doctors, but I also hate the spiny things that shoot spines in all directions. Very annoying. And now we'll face the boss at least for a little bit. And he will, like, run away and you will have to face him again. And then he'll, like, get a new ability later on. You'll have to face him again. Now this is nice to be able to attack him from far away. Oops. And fire the homing sais. Hate that spiny guy. You probably noticed some of the bosses have longer life bars than others. God, I hate those guys. But yeah, maybe the mad scientists are my least favorite guy in this game. And I also hate those spiny guys. The Jason guys can be kind of annoying, but they're too funny. So I can't stay mad at them. I definitely never heard of this game before. This is, I think I read that this might have only been released in Japan. I don't know that I've ever seen a Mitchell game in arcades. I might not have even seen Buster Brothers, I don't remember for sure. But yeah, we faced this boss again. Look at how long of a life bar he's got. Now he's got a new ability. He can fire these rocket fists at you, I think. And he can fire a lot of shots too. Standing from far away and shooting the homing sais is a good strategy against a number of bosses, which is good to know because the boss fights can be really freaking hard. And there's conveyor belts sometimes on this stage. Yeah, you can die even if you have invincibility on in MAME. It's the last boss. And in just a moment we will see the ending of Charlie Ninja. And again, maybe the bird bonus item that you can pick up is called Charlie. Maybe that's where they got Charlie. Because see, look at this sign. Say, we love Charlie. Gnarly. The H looks like an N. I really don't know, but player 1 is named Roy and player 2 is named Lon. So neither of them are Charlie. That was Charlie Ninja by Mitchell in 1994, suggested by YouTube user Quuhod. But the special moves that you can do, there are 3 of them. There is a hurricane kick, which I guess is down and forward and jump. There is a tumbling spin, which is backward, upwards, and forwards and attack. There is a rushing blade attack, which is forward, down, and forward. And after that last forward, you hold down the attack button. That is Charlie Ninja by Mitchell in 1994. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I hope you enjoy the Super Bowl next week, if you are planning to watch it. One of the biggest sports events there is. I really don't care that much. Like I said, who wins. But I'll definitely be watching it, probably with my dad and my nephew, and gonna get a couple giant pizzas from Godfather's. A jumbo combination pizza and a bacon cheeseburger pizza with extra meat. But that was Charlie Ninja by Mitchell in 1994, which might not have seen release in the US. Kind of cutesy, but definitely difficult at times. But this is Crazy Climber Eddie saying thank you for watching Charlie Ninja by Mitchell in 1994. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will catch you later in the future with another video. Y'all take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye.